Hi, I'm Charles with AniCap. Previously, Mofan was somehow able to awaken two rare talents, but kept it a secret until he had to use them in a difficult duel. He is eventually forced to move to another city where he would shockingly awaken another two talents. After rescuing the city from a deadly plague, Mofan chooses a reward that allows him to enter the prestigious fire element class at school. Mofan insults all of his new classmates, which leads to him being challenged by hundreds of them. He manages to demonstrate his immense strength and later decides to embark on a dangerous journey to find an element beast, the Flame Bell. The story continues as our group reaches the volcano at the central north corner and decide on how to get to the top. Mofan questions if the fruit they search for is actually on the top and wonders how they will even get up there. Lynn explains that her mother told her that there is a large crack in the mountain and it can actually be entered. They find the entrance soon after and light the interior to find that it's incredibly spacious. Things get a bit scary for the group as something is heard, but Mofan explains that the only thing they can do is continue moving forward, and worrying won't do anything. If whatever is making those sounds wants to hide in the shadows, then it will continue to do so. The group are then shocked to find several streams of magma and point out how it's like they've been welcomed by a red carpet lined with lights. Mofan touches it like a maniac and states that it's pretty hot but not enough to kill a fire mage like himself. They notice that the river of lava is getting wider and decide that it's so dangerous that they must run immediately. Even more magma begins to pour in and Mofan tells them to not stop running since there's a whole lot of it about to come down on their heads. They must eventually stop when they reach another pool of lava but once again begin to hear a strange noise. They don't think that now is the best time to be worried about noises, but Lynn does some investigating and tells them that they need to be on guard. Mofan then makes a path for them to get across the pool of lava, and everyone quickly uses it. However, once they get across, they encounter a ferocious looking two-headed monster. Manyan is furious to see that something else is once again getting in their way, and Linglin points out that the double-faced tortoise is not afraid of anything. This situation then becomes even worse as tons of lava begins to rush towards them, creating havoc in the area. The guys prepare for battle, but Linglin points out that they don't have time to fight. She reveals that she has found a small opening on this side of the passage and instructs everyone to hide in there and close it off with magic. Wolfie leads the way, but they are quickly stopped by a wave of lava. Luckily, Manyan acts fast and is able to protect everyone with his light protecting magic barrier. Mofan then decides to leap forward with his fire magic and instructs everyone to go on ahead into the hiding spot. The others of course express concern for his well-being, but Mofan is determined to protect everyone. Mofan continuously uses his fiery fist to hold back the lava, and the others run to the spot. Unfortunately, Mofan is overtaken by the massive amount of lava, just as the rest of the group reach the hiding area, and they all scream in agony to see that they have lost Mofan. No one was able to save him, and Lynn must simply seal the entrance to their hideout with a barrier to keep the lava from flowing in. Some time passes as everyone mourns Mofan's death, but Zanzaya realizes that Mofan can't be dead. She points out that Wolfie hasn't disappeared yet, so that means Mofan is still alive. They are all glad to realize this, but point out that they have to deal with their current situation before they can do anything about Mofan. Mofan is a fire cultivator, so it will take a while for the magma to do him in, but if they die, then he would have sacrificed his life for nothing. They can only look for him after they make sure that they are safe first, and they hope that the lava doesn't suffocate them. Elsewhere, Mofan wakes up to find himself in a strange place. He can't believe he is still alive, and even more confused by where he is. Mofan soon realizes that he is at the Mesa Volcano summit, which he is confused by since he is certain he was carried away by the lava's current. Just then, something causes him to lose consciousness once again, and we find that he lies in a bed of leaves. A woman then appears out of nowhere with a strange fruit in her hand, and approaches Mofan. She squeezes the juice from the fruit into his mouth and watches over him closely. After doing this a bit more, Mofan finally wakes up and is shocked to see this person before him. She nods yes when he asks if she was the one that saved him, and nods yes once again when he asks her if she understands him. It is in this very moment that Mofan realizes that this must have been the humanoid fire element that appeared and saved Lynn's mother after she was injured by the fire calamity. This fruit he just tasted must have been similar to the one she was given. He decides that it doesn't matter if this is true or not and thanks her for saving him. Mofan remembers that his friends must still be in danger inside the mountain and asks that she take him to rescue them. She explains using sign language that the lava won't last long and his friends will be fine, so it's useless for him to go now. Furthermore, he is severely injured and needs to take time to recover with the fire fruit she gave him. Mofan can't help but think how nice this being is, as it has saved Lin's mother and now him as well. Mofan asks her if she is the Flame Belle, but she denies it and asks Mofan what he is doing there. Mofan explains that he is there partly because of his sister's illness. His main reason though is to find the Flame Belle. He explains that he is a summoning mage, so he was hoping to find the Flame Belle and form a contract with her. She doesn't seem to like that answer, and Mofan goes on to explain that he just wanted to try and would be fine if it turned out that he wasn't able to even find her. She tells him to go to sleep and she leaves. Mofan agrees to rest up and realizes that she must be busy. Later that night, Mofan senses something nearby and realizes that he might be in big trouble as he is so badly injured and might not be able to defend himself. A dangerous creature reveals itself to him, but luckily the flame being returns to Mofan's side. She unleashes a loud scream that can be heard from long distances, and we see that a group can hear it. Back near Mofan, he is in disbelief at the being's strength, as she handled the situation easily. The being shows him another fruit which amazes Mofan, and he wonders if she wants him to eat it too. This doesn't seem to be the case, as she is irritated at the question, and he points out how this one looks way better than the one he ate earlier. She confirms that it is the calamity fruit when he asks about it, and he remembers that it is the invaluable fruit that Ling told them about. Mofan reveals to her that this fruit is priceless to humans, and if it's really important to her, then she should protect it well, as not all humans are as nice as he is. Mofan thinks about how she is strong enough to defend herself, but is still glad that he told her since she helped him recover. Back in the mountain, Zhang wonders why he can't hear anything on the other side of their hideout. Manyan is certain that the magma has cleared out, and clears the entrance. Once they all get out, they are glad to see that there is no more lava, but their concern grows for Mofan, and they decide that they should hurry up and go find him. We then watch as Mofan follows the being, and they approach a strange looking tree. Mofan is then shocked as he watches the girl float to the top of the tree and places the calamity fruit on it. In the mountain, the rest of the group grows more and more frustrated and not even being able to find a trace of Mofan. Zhang unleashes his frustration, but everyone is then shocked as the two-faced tortoise reappears. Unfortunately for the group, there is more than one of them, and they are forced to run as fast as they can. The tortoises are quite fast as the group run for their lives. They quickly realize, however, that it will be impossible to search for Mofan if they can't escape from the monsters. Luckily for them, they find a group of people and their leader begins a powerful spell. Thanks for watching part 27. Part 28 will be out in about a week.